welcome to you, creative beings. I'm Duncan, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Running Water Arts, and I welcome you into my home studio today on Cowlitz and Chinook native land. So I want to acknowledge those First Nations who stewarded this land originally, and that's here in Portland, Oregon. So I wanted to continue the conversation today about creative practice and how meaningful it is to me as an expression of being alive and something that gives me a thrill. And so I want to share that with you because as I realize that so much of our lives is a creative practice, so I think having a conversation about it is really fun. Behind me I have a painting. I think I called it Starflower, so that's what you're looking at here. And so the creative practice is exciting for me as part of life because it gives me a sense of resiliency, that no matter resilience. Let's say it one more time, resilience. So, no matter how I'm feeling in a given moment, I can always express myself or find collaboration with my surroundings, no matter how I'm feeling. And so that's a sense of unconditional presence and the ability to be aware within these experiences is an aspect of being alive. So as a practice, I've been able to prove to myself over and over that I'm still alive and I can still create relationships between myself and the surrounding world. And I realize with more compassion the aliveness of others around me in my surrounding world, and also the creative potential within those beings. So honoring where they are and where you are as well. So that act of showing love, no matter the form or feeling, is unconditional. So the creative practice has given me that gift that reaffirms that I am alive and that I do have relationships with my surroundings. So that experience has been a huge gift for my life and helps me to keep moving despite what I'm feeling. So I just wanted to share that with you because I've been just feeling that lately. As we continue to move through challenging feelings. So cheers to the future of challenging feelings and to being connected and open and honest. So thanks for listening to that. I was reminded of a really fun memory that I had as a child that I'd like to share with you. I was telling a friend about it and I was just like, whoa, I didn't realize how interesting that experience really was until I think back on it. And I think it's a memory for a reason, that I remembered it for the experience being meaningful. So I'll make it short, but kind of was the first time I made a mark and how that made me feel. One of the first times. So we had a growing up, my family had a laundry room in the back of the house, right by the back door. And that's where the hot water heater was kept. And it was kind of in a corner. And we had a slatted room divider, one of those that kind of accordion folds. So a room divider, which as a child seemed very, very tall. And it had these wooden slats in it. So as a small person, I'd always just stand there and feel those wooden slats. And we walked by it many times a day. So it was a real familiar part of the house as I turned that corner. And so eventually I got a red crayon and I started making some lines along the slats. And I remember getting that idea and feeling, I knew that there was something behind the screen that was very important. And I could sense the energy of the hot water heater because it has, hot water and it makes hot water. And I knew in some way that it was very important and special and don't mess with it because it was screened off and I never really saw the thing. Only a couple times when we moved the screen did I see the hot water heater. So for me to make a mark with the crayon on that screen was an interesting concept of the barrier between me and this important thing. And then I had a sense of it being not what I was supposed to do because all the other furniture wasn't marked on, and my parents were fine with the marks on. We didn't remove it, but me having my mark and realizing wow, I can make a mark. I did that with these things around me, and how lucky am I to have these things around me. And I had an influence on these things, and I brought these things together. And how sacred they are. I mean, this aspect of living with them and them being a part of my home and my family to take care of us. So that was the first experience I remember having of making a mark on something in the home. The second one was me coloring in the Remo crown on my brother's snare drum, and he was not very happy with that, and I was still very proud of what I had done. I'm not saying I'm always proud of what I do, but it's aids in understanding, and we are complex beings, I will say that. Sometimes it's hard to believe the things that exist in and around us and our family, but with compassion we can then become aware and work through it to continue our growth together. So let us grow in peace, and let us grow in our consideration and interconnectedness with each other and compassion. So much more. Whatever else you're feeling right now that you'd like to grow in this time, I invite that sentiment as well, yours as well. So share if you like. Thank you. So I just wanted to share that story with you and continue on the journey of being a creative being in the world and open to share with my community. And I appreciate you coming in, and I look forward to painting in the future and sharing that process with you. I'm not going to paint in this video today, but soon, and soon possibly some live videos where you could join me as I'm playing around in the studio. And I would of course invite you and encourage you to be working on your own creative practice together at the same time. So it could be fun, and just wanted to let you know I'm here and doing this thing. So I encourage you on your creative path, no matter what that is you're doing. Maybe you're making a meal for yourself, or taking a walk, or driving in a car, and all those things are creative interactions. So travel well, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi, and welcome to you